What's up, guys? It's Ohana Jiu-Jitsu. We're here with Technique of the Night again. Today, we just finished up our series working from half guard for about 2 weeks. We worked mainly on the bottom and half guard. Now we switched it up and we're working from on the top and side control. So first I want to start off with an effective way to hold side control. A lot of times I've watched a lot of guys compete in matches and everything else like that, and I can't stress how many times I see people using too much energy when they're holding side control. They're in here, they got the underhook, and I see this all nice and hard, squeezing, using a lot of strength, and next thing you know, like 2 minutes into it, they're exhausted. So what I want to be on top of the guy is, if you can think of like a wet towel, how it kind of forms to the guy's body, that's how you want to be when you're in side control. You don't want to use any energy. I still want my underhook, okay? We talked about underhooks a little bit last time. But again, I want my knee right into his hip, and I want to sprawl my other one, being as heavy as I can on this hand right here, okay? The more I push his hand to his shoulder, he loses the strength to push with me. Resist me here. See how he can push my hand away? As his hand goes down to his shoulder, though, he loses the ability to be able to push, because the nerves don't fire as well in this muscle. So here, we're starting off the technique today with the crossface and the underhook and holding side control the correct way. I'm pushing into him with this foot, I'm heavy on him with my chest, and this knee is to his hip. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to windshield wiper and we're going to go to Keisatama. So I'm going to take my knee that is against his hip, which is my right knee, and I'm going to pull it through, getting his hand up. Once I do this, I'm grabbing the back of his tricep, and I'm pulling, and I'm solidifying my position. Once I have a very good control over this arm, I'm now going back to side control, regular side control, but I'm going to take this knee and I'm going to get it as close to his head as possible. And I'm going to be pulling up on this arm the entire time, because this is what I want. It's very important for this technique to have a very good control over this arm, right? If I don't have the control, this technique is no go. So here I come, I'm coming back, the knee goes right by his forehead, and I replace. Once I've got my knee nice and close to his ear, this elbow is coming right to his other side of his ear, and I'm squeezing these two together, okay? At this moment, my right hand is going to come, and it's going to pulse on this side of his hip, alright? You guys see that? Once I get here, I'm going to start to walk to north to south. So I'm going to start to circle this way. As soon as I get his body to turn just a little bit, I'm going to shoot this hand in, I'm going to grab his collar. You guys see that? I'm grabbing his collar. Once I grab his collar, I continue to move to north to south until his hand is free. Once his hand is free, I'm going to drop my hip and trap his arm. Now I've trapped his arm. Take my left hand, thumb in, grabbing it nice and tight, and I'm going to windshield wiper my hips again, bringing my knee to his ear, and I'm going to drive my elbow down and finish with a very nasty paper cutter. So we're going to watch it again. We're going to do it a little bit faster this time. Again, this is an attack from side control called the paper cutter. Just a different setup and variation here at Ohana Jiu-Jitsu. So here we are, with the underhook, my knee in, I'm holding it perfectly. I windshield wiper my knee, getting the angle on this arm, grab from the tricep, I solidify my position. As long as I have good control of this arm, this can happen. Take my knee to his ear. Once I get here, take my elbow to his ear. Okay, I'm very heavy on his face. Right hand posts on his hip. Now I'm going to start to move to north to south. As I move to north to south, I keep a lot of pressure on this arm. This hand's going to come and grab the collar with my fingers in, grabbing the collar right there. Now, once I have a good control of the collar, I keep moving until his hand comes out. Once his hand comes out, I drop my hip down, opening my hips up, thumb in, and I'm going to go for the finish. And that's attack number 1 from side control, called the paper cutter.